The good thing about these games is I'm learning a lot about our basketball team and what we need to work on. And this is a very inexperienced basketball team that learned an awful lot from these two exhibition games. We lost our man a lot tonight on defense, and we haven't worked on our press. We really didn't get any offense going until we started pressing, which is a good indicator for me of what we have to do going into the Samford game. So I'm learning a lot about the guys on the team, and it's going to take some time for this basketball team to gel because they're all new to each other. But there's some good things, there's some things we need a lot of work on. But overall, it wasn't as good a performance as Bellarmine. But we did some decent things in the press. When Levitch came in the game and we started picking up the pressure, we started playing better.
Was there, when the lead started slipping there at the end, was that just the second unit struggling? Or?
No, you know, we had to win the game there. I don't like doing that, but we had to win the game because you could lose your confidence going into that. But look, they're a good basketball team. We did not play real well tonight. Our inside people did not play real well. You know, actually, nobody as an individual played well, but there are spots there. It taught me what we have to do to get our offense going a little bit, and I learned a lot.
Coach, your substitution patterns tonight were a lot different than the first game. Is that just to try different groups together?
In what sense do you mean?
Just in speaking of like not starting with the first group, did you like what he brought as a facilitator? I
like the way he plays. He's just not. He needs to get intense. He just, you know, he has a lot of skills. Probably the most skilled big man we have, but he doesn't play hard enough. It's just, you know, sometimes when you're physically weak, you break down all the time. And it looks like you're timid, looks like you're not playing hard. Gorky was that way. So in his defense, you know, it's tough being 7 feet, 210 pounds. And he can pass, he can play. He's just not intense enough right now. He's a carbon copy of what Gorky was. And I'm hoping he becomes the player he was. We're just having a real difficult time getting weight on him. But the reason I put him in there is this team traps a lot. And our passing is not the best in the front court. And he gives us good passing.
Some good parts and some bad parts.
He's just not moving his feet, and he gets tired quickly, and that's when some bad things happen. But you know, just like the last play, all he's got to do is step on the line, and it won't get fouled. So it's fortunately for us, we do have a big bench. But you know, right now, look, we're a work in progress. I think this team, you know, I don't like to go out on a limb. I think this team has a chance to be outstanding. But there's so many things that have to come together. Like Damian and Trey just don't know what we do defensively. So they've got to be taught as well as Donovan, Dang, and the rest of the guys. But once they get it, once they all start getting what we're doing, I think they're going to look pretty good. But it's going to take some time. I mean, our goal this year is we got to try to stay undefeated at home. And if we don't grow in a week right now, that's not going to happen. You know, teams that come in here are pretty good early in the season. I know you don't think like a team like North Florida, for instance, you know, with 4 starters back and teams like that. If we play that way tonight, they'll beat us. And Samford's got some good players with a good style of play as well.
David did give you a spark when he came in there and hit a three.
David just knows how to play. Now, as far as his defense is concerned, it's another matter. But he knows how to play the game offensively, gets you going, and he doesn't. David doesn't think. You know, Donovan's always thinking, Dang's always thinking, you know, and that's what freshmen do. There's no way around it until they get comfortable. David's just more comfortable.
Dingadell did seem a bit more comfortable tonight coming off the bench. Did you think that he played a bit better than the first exhibition?
I think he's very talented, but I think he kept losing his man constantly tonight. And we've got to shore up our defense first, and then the offense will be fine. But the one thing I realized tonight, if we don't press, I'm putting too much pressure on them because now they're struggling with this shot. They're wondering whether they shoot it. Like Q had wide open shots, he didn't take it. Once we pressed, we got easy buckets. Their confidence grew. So it taught me something tonight about what we need to do, especially early on. That was the most valuable thing I got out of it tonight. And we haven't worked on our press that much. We've just been working on man-to-man defense. Okay, thank you.